Well, good afternoon, everybody. Back to the Warrior pitch here on the campus Community College. I'm Russ W. Oker. Along with me again today is Andy Mall, and we're set for another soccer doubleheader, the final of the Warrior Classic. Indian Hills back in action today. The Warriors were in action on Friday, and then we had yesterday off as the other schools in the Classic collided. Crowder's men yesterday took on Johnson County Community College at Overland Park, Kansas. And then on the women's side yesterday, it was Illinois Central coming in to take on Johnson County. So Johnson County, they've made their way home, and they came in here. Their women will go home 0-2. Their men will go home 2-0 on the weekend. And now the Indian Hills Warriors, our men, lost to Johnson County 4-3. Bounce back here against the Rough Riders, who lost yesterday to Johnson County 3-1. And then the women, who defeated Johnson County 1-0, will try to make the season as they will take on Illinois Central, who's also going to try to make it 2-0 on the season in the second game today. Right now, we'll step away for a commercial break and the national anthem. We'll come back right after this on Go Hills TV, powered by JB.
Man, Coach, that graphic looks fire. Schroeder Graphics did that.
Wow, who did that cool sign?
Schroeder Graphics did it.
Schroeder Graphics did that.
We do everything.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs. Be a brand above.
Life is precious, and so are memories. That is why it is so important to make time for the things that matter most. At the Thomas Funeral Home, we encourage you to celebrate those you love every day. Take time to make that phone call, schedule that lunch, or stop by for a visit. There are many things we can't control, so let's be sure and make the most of the things we can. The Thomas Funeral Home, building a reputation, not resting on one. Life is precious, and so are memories. Things that matter most. At the Thomas Funeral
We are set for soccer. Let's at the Elliott Oil BP starting lineups. For the visiting Rough Riders, it looks like this. It'll be Luis Price starting. Also Oliver Brown, Deshaun Patterson, Colin Rochier, Liam Riley, he had their goal yesterday. Moises Zuniga, Rashawn Davis, Giancarlo Pardo, Eric Krugman, Edmund Nadai, and Shotaro Kinashita. Those are the starters for the squad from Crowder College in Neosho, Missouri. For your Indian Hills Warriors like this, we will have Kaz Crumwick in the goal today. He'll get the start. And then we have Kevin Mijajas. We have Diego Palma. We have Galder Costello Ituro. Pietro Ina. Andres Valencia. Pedro Amancio. Ron Becker. Lucas Glady. Quinto Tane. And Jack Donlan. That's your Elliott Oil BP starting lineups. We are ready. The Warriors will put it in play, and this match is underway. Opening kick comes at 12:58 today. Beautiful day for soccer, the final day of the Warrior Classic. Game time temperature 74 degrees. Andy Mall joining me once again on the broadcast. Andy's got his jacket on. Beautiful day for soccer, Andy, but not your typical August day, especially with the fair going on. Usually it's 120 degrees.
Yeah, usually it's blistering hot, and we had that last last summer when we were doing. It's actually, I love jacket weather, and especially soccer season. It's the perfect temperature.
Well, the Warriors and the Rough Riders both fell to Johnson County, so they come in 0-1, both teams, hungry for a victory. There's a the goal for the Warriors. Talked to Coach Nuss before the contest, and he said, they have some quality players in positions that could cause us some problems. He really was impressed with their center backs in watching them yesterday. But he also said that the Warriors definitely discussed tightening some things up, being a little sharper on individual moments on defense. So see how this thing plays out. An early opportunity and a little bit of contact and no whistle. So good defense there by the Warriors. It looked like we were in trouble early, Andy.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like, from my perspective, I thought our center back making a play on that and snuffing out that attack. The Warriors are going to have to be sharp, though. It looks like they're playing with a back three, and they did show some vulnerabilities 2 days ago. And, we know that this Crowder team can get scoring opportunities. We saw a couple times where Rashawn Davis had some opportunities right in front of goal that on any other day he could have put in the back of the net. So they're going to be sharp back there.
Whistle there, and the Rough Riders will have the possession.
And I will say I do agree with Coach Nuss that even though Crowder's back four did allow goals, they were pretty sharp for most of the game. Obviously they have some vulnerabilities, but it's going to be tough to break through that line.
Sending it up into the box, and the Warriors will be able to come away with it. Warriors across midfield. Quinto Tani kicks it up ahead. Got some Crowder fans tuned in today. Big audience today for this Crowder Indian Hills matchup on the pitch, on the beautiful new surface. Mejias, number 27.
Opportunity in front of goal. You got to do better than that. Yes, it's with his left foot. I'm guessing he's a right-footed player, but that needs to be closer to on target at that. You got to test the keeper, especially early on.
I got a shout out to Marion McDermott Walsh tuned in today. Of course, that's Braxton Bayless's grandma, and we certainly wish Braxton the best at Niagara. And it's great to see Marion tuned in today. Still, once a Warrior fan, always a Warrior fan, and we appreciate that. Going to play it back to the goalie for us, Crumwick. So he gets a start today. Scarduzio did not have his best outing the other day, and so now we see what Kaz Crumwick can do. Had a solid second half.
It's a dangerous spot to give up the ball.
And headed out of there. Nice defensive play there by Jack Donlin for the Warriors.
Yeah, he does a good job getting up in the air, committing to the ball, and heading it up and out. On defense, we talked about that. Heading the ball up and away and keeping that ball safe.
Corner kick for the Rough Riders. And again, the Warriors are able to defend it with the header. And now it'll be a side throw in for the Rough Riders. And that's Liam Riley, who had their only goal yesterday. And now it'll be Giancarlo Pardo.
Yesterday, Crowder had some long throw-ins, but I believe it was on the other side of the field. And just like that, the sun is out.
Yeah.
It's starting to get warm.
Up ahead, grabbed by
It's got an offsides call.
Crumwick, the goalie, but the offsides call would have preempted anything anyway. Valencia, returner for the Warriors from last year. He was the regional defensive player of the year late in the season. He really strong and had a strong finish, and I know that he's expected to be a leader and a captain back there in that backfield. Yeah, good clean play by both players. The official, Indian Hills, comes away with it. Going to play it back to Crumwick. Yeah, passing to Glady. Up to Mejias. Now Glady going to send it into the box. Trying to find Quinto Tani. He might have a shot. He does. And no. Wide to the right. Tani had an opportunity there and couldn't quite get the angle he wanted. Just missed. And we've got the camera down there right on the goal. You got a good look at that. And looking at the, from my version of things, he had a chance. Would have been a nice kick, but he had the angle. It had a chance to missed wide to the right.
It was good to see Indian Hills pull the trigger on that cross to the center earlier. 2 days ago, we saw get that ball into the box. Hopefully we'll see more of those balls come early and give them some scoring opportunities.
Again, both these teams fell to Johnson County. The Rough Riders of Crowder fell 3-1 yesterday. Indian Hills 4-3 on Friday. So you know they do not want to come out of their opening weekend 0-2. And we talked yesterday, you know, if you're Indian Hills, keep the pressure on. You'll see how it affects the legs of the Rough Riders, especially early.
This will definitely test the Rough Riders early on. Playing 2 90-minute games back to back, that's a tough ask.
Two-handed toss up ahead. Moises Zuniga is number 9 for the Rough Riders in their white jerseys. Quinto Tani takes it away.
Here's a good opportunity for a breakaway.
And get into the hands of their goalie. They have Luis Price in goal today. Hassani Barnes was in goal most if not all of the game yesterday, but Price in the goal today for Mejias. Some fancy footwork over to Glady. Glady back to Mejias, playing a little catch, and we'll bring it back out and take a look at the situation. Across the way go the Warriors. Chipped up ahead to Quinto Tani. He's going to send it in, and a little razzle-dazzle. And are we going to have a foul in the box?
We are. It's going to be a penalty.
And so that'll bring on a penalty kick, right?
Yes, it will.
So the Warriors will have a penalty kick and a chance to take the early lead here.
See who's going to take this. It's hard to see the Warriors' numbers today.
Yes, it is. We do have the camera right down there.
Is that Diego? Paul?
Dylan Lovin is on site right behind the net. So you're going to get a really good shot at this penalty kick. And you think, what number did you think you saw? Okay.
But it's hard to tell from here.
Here we go. Penalty kick comes at 36:30 left in the first half. And denied. What a save there
Looks like
by
he's going to get
Price,
an opportunity to take it again, though. The goalie came off his line before the kick. The goalie has to keep his heels on the line until that ball is kicked.
Our instant replays provide Community Credit Union, and so this is where it's very handy for me to have Andy sitting here. I would not have known that rule. So he's in other words, essentially he moved early. And now they're going to, looks like Jack is going to take the kick.
I don't know if I like this. You know, when you have somebody step up and take it, and then they miss it, and in this case, you could say it wasn't their fault because the goalie moved early. You know, it really plays into the confidence level of that player.
And wait a minute, wait on the signal. Now we would have scored, but it was early. And
yeah, the referee's got a signal that he can kick it.
So now what? Donlin, you know, kind of showed his hand. He went to the right side of the goal.
Such a mind game.
Yeah. Do you go right back there? If you're the goalie, do you believe that he's going to go the other way this time? What would you? I think I'd go right back to it.
I go where you're comfortable. If you know you can hit it there, get it there.
And goal for the Warriors. Donlin goes high, keeps it under the pipe. and scores for Indian Hills with 6:30 left to go in the first half of play. Jack Donlin with the penalty kick goal for Indian Hills.
Yeah, when you take those penalty kicks, you just got to be confident. You want somebody who's confident taking those kicks. Sometimes as a coach, especially in high school, it's like, hey, and you'll have a kid's like, oh, I don't know if I want to. They can't kick it. It's got to be somebody who wants to do it.
We're in the U.S. Bank broadcast booth with locations in Ottumwa and Centerville. You can bank local with U.S. Bank. Warriors off to a 1-0 lead, and not quite even 9 minutes into this thing, but Indian Hills offensively really feels like we've come out with the intent of keeping the pressure on the Rough Riders.
Yeah, it looks like they're ready to play a very physical game. Looks like we're seeing some frustrations early on from the Crowder team. Probably disagree with that penalty that was given, but you just got to move on. That was done a while ago. Now we just got to put they have to put their heads down and just start playing again.
Through ball up ahead, chance for the Warriors. Mahias will retrieve that over to the side. He'll chip it in, and then the header. That's going to go out. It'll be a corner kick for Indian Hills.
Had me a little concerned there with that slide tackle from Crowder right after they just got a penalty. To see a slide tackle in the box, that make any coach cringe. But it was clean. It was good.
So Indian Hills with the corner kick here, leading 1-0. And the action has been fast and furious in the early goings here.
So Crowder here is just going to do 2 men guarding a zonal area, one by the near post and one at the 6-yard box. Everybody else is in a man coverage.
Kick comes in and defended nicely there by Crowder, but the Warriors will maintain possession. Oh, nice play there by the Warriors. Again, our numbers are a little hard to see, so we're doing the best.
That's going to be a foul.
And that's going to go against Quinto Tani.
But that's a smart foul. There was a breakaway from Crowder. Like referee doesn't like some of the talking that's going on.
Yeah, I think he's going to call a couple of the Warriors in and have a little conversation.
And maybe it's, hey, I know what you're doing. You fouled him. That was a tactical foul. He fouled him purposely. That might be his warning. The next time that happens, he's getting a card.
So Indian Hills leads 1-0 on the penalty kick. The first penalty kick was denied by Luis Price, but he moved early, according to the official, and we got another shot at it. And Jack Donlin put it in for Indian Hills.
I mentioned a little bit ago that foul, that was a tactical foul. It's interesting how, like in other sports, like in basketball, tactical foul, yeah, they'll call it, but it's no big deal. It's a problem. He can get carded the next time for it. They don't like to see that. That's just one of those cultural things of soccer that's different than other sports.
Well, it would be, not in basketball, if in theory you're not supposed to commit an intentional foul, but you don't see that called very often unless it's somewhat flagrant. But
yeah, like at the end of a game when they foul and foul and foul.
Clearly intentional.
It's okay, they allow it. But it's not like violent.
Short of just pushing, make any effort at all at the ball, then you're good to go. But yeah. We were discussing the offside rule before the contest. Andy was kind of cluing us in on some of the intricacies of that, and I did not know. You were telling me that on a goalie kick, there is no offside. Right.
You can be hanging out on your own half of the field. Now, granted, your goalie's got to be able to kick it to you.
Sure. Right.
But, you can be in an offsides position on a goal kick, and even on a throw-in, you can be in an offsides position. And then something that other, people who may not know a lot about soccer, you also can't be called offsides in your own half of the field.
Okay.
So if their defense is all the way up and you're behind them, but you're in your own half and the ball gets kicked to you, you're fine.
Well, he has some fancy footwork, going to play it back. Warriors will survey things.
I feel the Warriors today have been able to get the ball further forward. They are able to break through the lines better than they were on Friday so far. And it moves back to Jacket.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, one of those days, I made a mistake of not putting mine in the truck, and I thought about it right before I left. And I thought, it's supposed to be 82, which hopefully it'll be cold, but I'd be more comfortable setting up here, especially with a gust of wind. Valencia for the Warriors, 31-20. He's going to come up here to Piacenza. He's going to work it into the middle.
Had players wide and just dribbling it too much.
Well, Indian Hills has been in control on the portion here in the early going. Oh, nice takeaway there. Riders. And Valencia returns the favor with the tackle. Mejias. Warriors get it across the midfield here.
Good ball movement by the Warriors.
Across the way to Mejias. And he's going to do some footwork, try to get a shot on. Was denied there by Giancarlo Pardo. So I think Mejias was banking that they thought he might try to send it in, and instead he went outside to try to get his own kick on goal. And nice Pardo. It does create a corner kick for Indian Hills. This is our second corner of the half. Just a little bit high. And the whistle there. What's the whistle there? Foul on Indian Hills? Or?
Yeah, must have been some body contact that the referee didn't like. I didn't personally see it, but lots going on, and he's right down there.
Rough Riders, again, they fell 3-1 yesterday to Johnson County. Johnson County's got to feel pretty good coming out 2-0 from the weekend.
Yeah, they played a good couple of games.
Pardo gives it up to Liam Riley. Riley had their lone goal yesterday on a very nice goal. And the Rough Riders going to try to hold possession for just a moment. Now the long ball up ahead.
That's going to sail out. Test the Monahan Iron Curtain, maybe?
No, they got to it before it got there. I think the no, I think. Rough Riders get possession right back. This one, no, gets away.
Sloppy on that.
Up ahead here to Mejias.
Yeah, Patterson's going to be up to that challenge all day long. He's a big kid. He's got long legs. It's going to be hard to get past him on a one-on-one situation.
But it does set up another corner kick for the Warriors as Patterson kicks it out. And this will be corner kick number 3. Hills.
Now, the last corner kick, a few of the Warriors players went in early, and nobody picked him up. I was kind of surprised that, crowd playing man coverage on these corner kicks for the most part, but nobody picked up those two players as they ran into the box.
And that one is headed out, but now still in the box area. Nope, that's going to be a foul on the Warriors, and young man's going to be down for. Hopefully he's all right.
Looks like he got undercut a little bit by the Warrior player.
CNC Machining is looking forward to exceeding and building an everlasting relationship with your company. CNC Machining are hiring, great starting wages, great benefits package. Well, we'll take a quick break as we let this young man gather himself, and we'll come back to The Warrior Pitch here on Go Hills TV. We're powered by JBS, bringing more to the table. We're back after this.
We are Nichols Equipment. Wide span of construction equipment located right here in Ottumwa. Family owned and based out of Des Moines, Nichols Equipment specializes in sales and rental of large construction equipment. We also sell attachments, fuel trailers, ag equipment, redneck blinds, along with other miscellaneous equipment. Check out our website at nicholsequip.com and follow the link to see what we can do for you.
And back to the action here at the Warrior Pitch. A chance here for Crowder, and derailed there, I believe, by Valencia.
Yeah, that was a good block. Man, I don't know. That should have been a goal there. Lucky he got a foot on that.
Well, that's, I think, speaks to what Coach Nuss told me before the game, is being sharper in individual moments, and that was an individual moment for Valencia.
Yeah, you got to get that right, because he could have easily deflected it into his own goal. The goalie had committed already. He saw which way the ball was going, and then a foot hits it, and it could just clip it the other direction. You have no time to react. So, good solid contact, good solid clearance.
Penalty kick for the Rough is going to sail long, and we will head that out, and they'll have another one from the other side. And we'll line up and get ready to go for another penalty kick. This one, that was a good kick, I think. It was in front of the net, but good defense by the Warriors. And now, Tani.
Another breakaway up.
Racing up.
He is going to be called back.
Offsides. The defense there, that's the thing. See, if the defense just hangs back.
Plays smart.
Yeah.
Plays as a team. Plays it. But sometimes when you see that runner, you just start running. You got to keep your head about yourself, and that's what they did there and stop that attack.
We have another Rough Rider down. We will take a break. We'll come back to the U.S. Bank broadcast booth right after this.
The Sassy Sunflower is located at 2465 North Gate, next to Godfrey's Ale House. The Sassy Sunflower is a boutique featuring women's clothing, including plus sizes, jewelry, purses, and handmade floral and board designs. It is also home to Ottumwa Bulldog apparel. The Sassy Sunflower, next to Godfrey's Ale House in Ottumwa.
Man, Coach, that graphic looks fire. Schroeder Graphics did that.
Wow! Who did that cool sign?
Schroeder Graphics did it.
Schroeder Graphics did that.
We do everything.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs. Be a brand above.
Well, we're set for action once again. On his own accord, I think he's going to be fine, but a substitution for the Rough Riders. Long kick up ahead there by Price. Rough Riders will look for a chance to score here. That one's going to go out, and it'll be possession Indian Hills. Our high-definition cameras today are provided by Dr. Mark Altfellows at the Optical Shop, and we will have our closer look today. We will be taking a look at Jack Donlin, who scored the goal for the Warriors. We'll take a look at him coming up in a little bit. Mejias gets it off to Glady. And now Piacenza sent it in. It's sent back out. Glady will track it down, and he'll kick it to Andreessen. Uh-oh. Problem. A misplay leaves a one-on-one, and no good hustle back there by Jack Donlin to help out, and Moises Zuniga is unable to complete it.
Now the goalie just got a little bit of a foot on that to deflect it out, is what it looked like to me, but apparently referee. Apparently they felt that he just kicked it out of bounds. So Warriors ball, and they quickly get it into play before anyone.
So there was a golden opportunity for the Rough Riders.
And that's the second time that's happened. I think an errant pass in the back line of the Warriors. Do that. You know, when you're making passes in that back third, you're defending third. Every pass has to be perfect. Otherwise, you just for an easy goal.
Leading 1-0 here on the penalty kick goal by Jack Donlin.
Good run.
This is his. Who was on the move there for the Warriors. Ron Becker's number 11. He's got it back. And he dumps it ahead, an errant pass by Ron. That's an unforced turnover there. The Warriors collapsing here defensively, trying to keep the pressure on Krugman. And nice takeaway there by the Warriors. Quinto Tani. Little stop and go. Nice move there by Tani. Now into the middle. And that's a little bit behind Glady. And it'll come back out, but the Warriors will have control. But he is back for Andres Valencia here to Piacenza. Now and the Warriors have an opportunity and couldn't get the handle on it. Otherwise, we had a real chance to put some serious pressure on the goalie there.
Yeah, I just think that the attacker thought that the defender was going to get a foot on that ball, and he missed it, and so then the attacker was caught flat-footed.
And the Warriors squander an opportunity there. Quinto Tani comes across way, and his pass is errant for the Rough Riders.
That was one of the few times in that attack where the back Crowder did look a little vulnerable. They were able to touch the ball through on a few occasions and expose the center of the field right in front of goal. They've been playing a very good match in the back line there.
It's going to be headed out there.
Not quite the header he was wanting to deliver, I don't think.
Piacenza would like to have that one back. Is number 4 for the Rough Riders. Take it back, and Patterson sniffs that out.
Yeah, does enough. Does enough.
Looks like we'll have a substitution here for the Warriors. I think that's Jack Donlin who is running off. Throw in for the Warriors. Ron Becker had it. Now he gets it into the middle. The defense tenacious right at the moment. He's going to send it in with a cross.
Here's a shot.
And no shot there. I thought we might.
Yeah.
Instead looked for the pass, and that's going to roll out. A throw in for the Warriors. I think. Now the whistle blows. Might be the Rough Riders who know we've got a substitution. Quinto Tani is going to go out for Indian Hills. .18:37 left in the opening half. 1-0 Warriors. The goal came with 36:30 to go on the penalty. Jack Donlin had that. And a foul. Yeah, uh-oh.
And a little chippy there.
So we hope that will not any further. A lot of contact here, so it's easy to see how these guys can get excited when you're shoving and banging the whole game.
Yeah, I think Piacenza, I think that's how you say his name. I don't think he liked the foul that came, and he kind of kicked out at the Crowder player, and you can't do that. You just, the referee made the call. Just get up and keep playing.
He's going to keep the yellow card. Nothing issued there. The Warriors will have possession. Going to leave it back here for Piacenza, and he'll play it back, and the Warriors will show some patience as they let things get for looking to move forward. And that pass is errant from Valencia right into the heart of the Rough Riders.
Another bad pass in the defensive third. You can't do it. Luckily, no shot came out of that.
Mejias gets it up ahead. Now the Warriors will move it over midfield. Lucas Glotty gave it back there to Teixeira.
Nice dummy play by the striker there. Ooh, this is going to be a free kick in a dangerous spot.
So the Warriors will have the free kick coming with 16:31 and counting and a 1-0. Well, the Warrior volleyball team had a great weekend. They're 4-0 coming home from the Reaver Classic, and yesterday knocked off number 5 Butler and number 12 Jefferson. Each match was a 3-1 win for Indian Hills, so we'll come home 4-0 with a couple of wins over ranked teams. Kick towards the goal is wide, but he was going for it.
He was.
Tried to come to the near bar and near post and couldn't hook it in there. Overcooked it. Indian Hills and Crowder both 0-1 at the moment, both losing to Johnson County. We're coming up on the 15-minute mark. And Indian Hills with the lead 1-0. Over here to Mejias. Trying to chip it in. And nobody home for the Warriors there. We're powered on Go Hills TV by JBS, bringing more to the JBS.
I'll try to be a little too fancy with the ball.
Well, we're going to look at our volleyball team on Tuesday. Southeastern, 6 o'clock is the opening serve for that. Looking forward to seeing those young ladies in action.
Yellow cards coming out.
And who's the yellow carding?
Looks like
is it their guy, Krogman?
Krogman.
So he's going to yellow card Krogman.
I think it's because there's been a couple of those collisions on that side of the field. Just trying to get things calmed down, keep control of the game. Because on its own, I don't think that was a yellow card, but obviously things have been happening, and you got to keep the players focused.
Well, yeah, especially once you've seen, as an official, that there have been some elevated, tense moments. Yep. So I'm going to keep that all in. Indian Hills bringing it over the midfield. Up ahead here to Mejias. And back to Piacenza.
The possession for Indian Hills has been very good today. Very effective in bringing the ball up on the wing. They're overloading it and trying to get those through balls with some success. With it, I like that defender.
He's been real good.
He's been solid. He missed it at first, but he stayed with it and took care of business.
Track that one down. $13-11 to go in the opening half, and a rare touch here for Cromwick. He really hasn't been overly involved just yet. Had a really good
thing. The attempts that have come have been from bad pass defense, that have been taken.
Up ahead to Mejias. He's going to come into the middle. And is there a chance here? Nope. The header out. Valencia.
Good header by Valencia. You got to get that ball. Otherwise, it could have been a bad situation.
Pass is taken away.
Ooh.
And he will send it out, but I believe that's going to create a corner kick, right? I mean, it looked to me like it went over the end line. I would have thought he would have. Nope, it's going to be a throw-in, I guess.
Throw-in. Looks like Coach Hank's going to get that ball.
He's going after it, going to try to save the program $150.
And tabs, it's by that between those vehicles back there. I don't know. He doesn't look like he's willing to go down for it. He's going to find a student, I think.
This may be a corner kick, yeah. That's what I thought. I thought that clearly was kicked out over the end line. So corner kick for the Warriors. This will be their fourth of the half.
Yeah, Hank sent one of our cross-country helpers over. I'd do it too.
Into the middle. Can we get a header on it? No.
It'll be a throw-in for Crowder. Smart clearance.
Number 21 for Crowder is Daniel Villaroro. All right, no foul call there. He let it go.
Yep, he let him play through.
Liam Riley had it. Now it's back over here to Villaroro. And that's going to be a whistle. And not a whole lot there, but I'm sure it's tough on officials when somebody just falls down and you have to determine, were they trying to buy the call or was there enough there? So.
Yep, or maybe they just, you know, sometimes, you get all those legs there and sometimes you just trip.
Well, this is, as you mentioned earlier on our end, this is kind of a dangerous place for them to have the free kick here.
It might be about 35 yards out. It'd be a pretty spectacular goal, but it's doable. Wall did its job.
Yeah. We're up in front of the net area, though, but the Warriors are going to come out of there with it for the moment.
Nice little flick over the defense.
Whistle, and it will stay. Possession, Indian Hills. Craig Ford is the official automobile dealer of Go Hills TV and Network. Check them out online at gocraig.com or swing by 1601 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa. Also, check out Craig Chevrolet Buick at 17th, South 17th in Oskaloosa. 2 locations, and whatever it is you need, Craig Ford can help. And what I think is going to roll. Schroeder Graphics, where our business makes your business look good. Schroeder Graphics. Call them today at 641-682-6889. Check at sgsignllc.com. Schroeder Graphics. Schroeder Graphics did that. Up ahead, ball lands, and Indian Hills had a chance to take advantage of that.
And Patterson's not going to be bullied back there. Said his name a few times today. He's a rock.
Indian Hills is moving against the wind, so we will have it to our backs in half number 2. 8:22 in the opening half of play.
A few minutes ago, we saw another clash between Piacenza and Krogman. That's going to be a matchup to watch. There's obviously a little bit of developed, and Krogman's playing on a yellow card, so he's got to keep his wits about him.
So is it 2 yellow cards or a red?
Yep, 2 yellow cards.
And that's an ejection, right?
And you're out, and they can't replace you.
Right.
And so you go down to 10.
And that shot's going to go wide. Valencia was on the defense over there. Going to have some substitutions here. 1-0 Warriors. That goal came with 36:30 to go.
Just as we talked about matchup, he is subbed out.
You can hear that coming through. Sun goes under. It is a little chilly out today.
Chilly.
Andy reaching for the jacket again.
Reaching for the sleeves. 7 minutes left in this first half. Not a whole lot of shots. 5-3 is what the shot count is. You know, while I feel the Warriors have dominated possession, they just haven't got many shots taken.
Mejias works it back into the middle to his teammate.
Yeah, some good ball movement going forward and back and side to side from the Warriors, trying to get that defense out of position and find a weakness. Nice little touch.
There.
Oh, good play to the wing. Not quite where he wanted it, though.
Warriors have had it on our end here with a good possession. Can we find a gap and get a shot on goal here? Teixeira kicks it across the way. He's going to end up with it back and now try to advance a little bit.
Yeah, good possession by the Warriors. You know, might not seem like it's doing much, but, you know, this Crowder team played a full 90-minute game yesterday and got the ball back. They've been without the ball for 2 minutes. They've been chasing that ball for 2 minutes. That's going to wear on them over time. It's like a boxer with a jab. Doesn't necessarily put you out, but enough of those jabs, you know, take its toll eventually.
Warriors back in possession here. 5:20 to go in the opening half. 1-0 Warriors. The goal was by Jack Donlin on a penalty kick. 36:30 left in the half at that time. Indian Hills women coming up next today, taking on Illinois Central. Illinois Central was a 3-2 winner, or 2-1 winner rather, over Johnson County yesterday. Indian Hills was a 1-0 winner. Oh, here comes a chance for Krug.
Good stop.
Deflected. They'll have the rebound. Krogman trying to get it in and can't do it. Cromwick is able to get it, and Crowder had a couple of opportunities there. It wasn't looking good for the Warriors, but good hustle by Valencia, and then Cromwick does his goal.
And then Ricody Phelps, the heads-up play to keep playing. You get beat, and you just turn off and you start watching the game. And because he kept playing, he was the one who ended up stopping that last shot.
Well, I would think Coach Nuss would be pleased with the effort there.
Dodged a bullet on that one. They really want to go in up at halftime. They need to put the pressure on Crowder, make them exert themselves.
2:13 to go in the opening half of play. 1-0 Warriors.
Referee's not happy about the delaying of the game from the Warriors. You know, as far as the attack for the Warriors, in order to beat this back four, when you attack, you're going to have to do it quick. Now, they good at getting it from the defense to the midfield, but when we get into that final third, it's often too slow. They're able to send that through ball, and it's created an opportunity, but not often. They get the ball down here, and then it's a little slower. Crowder has shown that they can regroup, they can get their shape, they get their midfielders back to help out, and really not give the Warriors many shots. I mean, now we look at the shot count, and it's 5-6. The Warriors are actually down in shot count. But they've dominated possession, you know, so they got to figure that out.
Mejias.
See, it's all very quick here. Very quick one-touch passes. But then if you lose momentum, the defense can regroup.
$1:52 to go in the opening half. 1-0 Warriors. Up ahead, Valencia. And that one got up over his head, but fortunately, right there, Johnny, on the spot is Rocody Phelps to get it back to Crumwick.
Another little soccer rule thing for you. Notice how Rocody Phelps headed the ball instead of kicking it to him. Did you catch that?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know the reason for that?
If he heads it back, can the goalie touch it with his hands?
Yes.
If he kicks it back, then he can only use his feet.
That's correct. There you go.
Boy, give me another year, I'll be ready to coach this sport.
I know. The Ottumwa Soccer Club could use some coaching volunteers.
Krogman stops and goes. Nice move there by Krogman. Now centers up, and a kick is too high by the Rough Riders. But Krogman had some fancy footwork there to give Alberto Robledo an opportunity, and Robledo was too strong. 47 seconds.
It's nice when you see a player that's in front of goal but keeps his composure. Doesn't have a shot, but while he's there, he's bringing more players in and tries to create an opportunity for his own. But good heads up. Like I said, keeping your composure. That's good to see. It's so easy just to shoot it and go for the glory yourself.
$18 seconds. So now, if you're Indian Hills, if you can...
Can we get a ball in the box here?
Yeah, get one more opportunity.
Free kick. Not going to get it off in time.
I think that.
Oh,
no, he's going to
stop
stop it.
the
He's
time.
going to stop the clock. 6 seconds left to go, so the Warriors will have the free kick. So now this is just me. My strategy here, Coach, with just 6 seconds left, I'm going to bang this towards the goal, and then I'm going to crash the goal, hoping that it bounces off of Price's hands and I can put it back in.
Yeah, I tried to drop it just outside that 6-yard box. You know, where there's a lot of time, and he's going to start this clock, and they're just going to have to go.
Six seconds left in the opening half here.
He did give a card to one of the Crowder players. That's why he stopped the clock.
Ah, okay. Warriors got to go. Clock is running. Kick is towards the goal, headed out, and that is how come to a close. It'll be a 1-0 lead in favor of the Warriors after the first half of action. We'll take a commercial break, come back, and get Coach Maugh's thoughts on the opening half right after this.
Life is precious, and so are memories. That is why it is so important to make time for the things that matter most. At the Thomas Funeral Home, we encourage you to celebrate those you love every day. Take time to make that phone call, schedule that lunch, or stop by for a visit. There are many things we can't control, so let's be sure and make the most of the things we can. The Thomas Funeral Home, building a reputation, not resting on one.
The Iowa Community College Athletic Conference and member institutions are committed to providing culture and an environment of inclusivity and sportsmanship.
In addition to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play, the Iowa Community College Athletic Conference strongly condemns any actions or comments of racism and discrimination towards any color, creed, or sexual orientation.
Any negative comments, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or other staff members will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal.
The IHCC welcomes any and all people. Please take a moment to understand and commit that each of us should be treated equally regardless of our difference. Thank you.
Craig Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram can help you get the exact vehicle you want this summer. Now through the end of August, custom order a brand new vehicle and receive up to $1,000 off, plus any rebates at time of delivery. Or take advantage of $10,000 off one of our Rocky Ridge trucks. Also, this August, we're having a pre-owned end of summer sale down with 100 plus vehicles and 15 different makes. Stop in or see us online at gocraig.com.
CNC Machining of Centerville is an aggressive family-owned company with a commitment to providing customers with top-quality products in a timely, cost-efficient manner. Our mission is to stand out from our competition by achieving true excellence in both our products and our customer service. Here at CNC, we have built our reputation by exceeding customer expectations on every single job. We have more than 80 full-time employees occupying a 150,000 square foot facility in Centerville. CNC Machining of Centerville. We look forward to exceeding your needs and building an everlasting relationship with your company.
Lead 1-0 at the half. Coach Andy Mall, the Ottumwa High School boys coach, is my counterpart here on the broadcast. Coach, your takeaway there from the first half?
Pretty good overall for the Warriors. Saw some things we liked that we didn't see on Friday. We saw more balls being sent into the box earlier. We really didn't see a whole lot of that on Friday, which led to a shortage of opportunities. I'd still like to see more. There's only 5 shots. And you know, this is a game where goals win games. In order to have goals, you have to have shots. So they need to create more of those opportunities. The back four from Crowder has been very solid under the leadership of Patterson. If you watch that player play, if he's not in the center where he's supposed to be, if he has to come out, he's communicating with the other players, he's keeping them all sharp back there. So it's going to take something special. It's going to take some speed to break down that defensive line.
All right, that's where we sit, 1-0 at the half. We're powered on Go Hills TV by JBS, and we'll step away for a bit to leave the hear from some of our fine sponsors, give you a few look-ins here to halftime goings-ons, and then we'll come back with about 60 seconds before the opening kick of the second half.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Godfrey's Ale House is located at 2513 North Gate Street in Ottumwa and is open 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. daily. Godfrey's offers a wide range of starters, sandwiches, soups, salads, burgers, and Tex-Mex options, along with a full menu of alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Multiple flat-screen televisions always tuned in to the best sporting events available make Godfrey's the best place for those seeking the ultimate sports bar experience. So stop in and see Tom and Lisa Morgan along with their outstanding staff at Godfrey's Ale House next time you head out for lunch or dinner.
Heinemann Person Heating and Air Conditioning is a full-service sales and installation contractor in Ottumwa, Iowa that serves southeast Iowa. Since 1986, we've offered the highest quality HVAC service at affordable prices. We work with traditional HVAC, forced air, central air, heat pumps, geothermal, and radiant heat. We stand behind our work and have the capacity to provide excellent service. We do repairs on most brands and are the exclusive Amana dealer in the area. We also work with residential and commercial customers to keep their systems working efficiently, saving our clients money in the long run. Call Heinemann Person today, proud to be a 10-year recipient of the Ottumwa Courier Best of Southern Iowa Award.
To feed someone is to care for them, to ensure that what's on their plate sustains them and creates a sustainable future for us all. It's serving them as part of a larger community, feeding their need to grow and answering every hunger with opportunity. Feeding people is a responsibility, a purpose, and there's so much more to it than food. JBS, bringing more to the table.
Hi, I'm Justin Zappital with Joe Zappital Trucking out of Mystic, Iowa. We're currently hiring for our flatbed fleet. We offer competitive pay and benefits. Drive all late model Peterbilt semis and have you home on the weekends. If interested, please contact us at 1-800-336-8107.
We are Nichols Equipment. Wide span of construction equipment located right here in Ottumwa. Family owned and based out of Des Moines, Nichols Equipment specializes in sales and rental of large construction equipment. We also sell attachments, fuel trailers, ag equipment, redneck blinds, along with other miscellaneous equipment. Check out our website at nicholsequip.com and follow the link to see what we can do for you.
The Sassy Sunflower is located at 2465 North Gate, next to Godfrey's Ale House. The Sassy Sunflower is a boutique featuring women's clothing, including plus sizes, jewelry, purses, and handmade floral and board designs. It is also home to Ottumwa Bulldog apparel. The Sassy Sunflower, next to Godfrey's Ale House in Ottumwa.
Man, Coach, that graphic looks fire. Schroeder Graphics did that.
Wow! Who did that cool sign?
Schroeder Graphics did it.
Schroeder Graphics did that.
We do everything.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs. Be a brand above.
Life is precious, and so are memories. That is why it is so important to make time for the things that matter most. At the Thomas Funeral Home, we encourage you to celebrate those you love every day. Take time to make that phone call, schedule that lunch, or stop by for a visit. There are many things we can't control, so let's be sure and make the most of the things we can. The Thomas Funeral Home, building a reputation, not resting on one.
I like working at CNC because every day is something new and I got great coworkers to keep it exciting.
Are you looking for a great employment opportunity? If so, check out all that CNC Machining of Centerville has to offer. Like a starting wage of $19.25 an hour and a benefits package that includes health, dental, vision, and short-term disability, plus a 401k plan, 7 paid holidays, and at CNC Machining, you start earning vacation on day one.
I like working at CNC because I like the people here.
Apply online today at www.cc-mach.com. That's cc-mach.com. Or on location at 22233 230th Avenue in the Centerville Industrial Park.
The Iowa Community College Athletic Conference and member institutions are committed to providing culture and an environment of inclusivity and sportsmanship.
In addition to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play, the Iowa Community College Athletic Conference strongly condemns any actions or comments of racism and discrimination towards any color, creed, or sexual orientation.
Any negative comments, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or other staff members will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal.
The IHCC welcomes any and all people. Please take a moment to understand and commit that each of us should be treated equally regardless of our difference. Thank you.
Craig Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram can help you get the exact vehicle you want this summer. Now through the end of August, custom order a brand new vehicle and receive up to $1,000 off, plus any rebates at time of delivery. Or take advantage of $10,000 off one of our Rocky Ridge trucks. Also, this August, we're having a pre-owned end of summer sale down with 100 plus vehicles and 15 different makes. Stop in or see us online at gocraig.com.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Godfrey's Ale House is located at 2513 North Gate Street in Ottumwa and is open 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. daily. Godfrey's offers a wide range of starters, sandwiches, soups, salads, burgers, and Tex-Mex options, along with a full menu of alcohol and non-alcoholic beverages. Multiple flat-screen televisions, always tuned in to the best sporting events available, make Godfrey's the best place for those seeking the ultimate sports bar experience. So stop in and see Tom and Lisa Morgan along with their outstanding staff at Godfrey's Ale House next time you head out for lunch or dinner.
Heinemann Person Heating and Air Conditioning is a full-service sales and installation contractor in Ottumwa, Iowa that serves southeast Iowa. Since 1986, we've offered the highest quality HVAC service at affordable prices. We work with traditional HVAC, forced air, central air, heat pumps, geothermal, and radiant heat. We stand behind our work and have the capacity to provide excellent service. We do repairs on most brands and are the exclusive Amana dealer in the area. We also work with residential and commercial customers to keep their systems working efficiently, saving our clients money in the long run. Call Heinemann Person today, proud to be a 10-year recipient of the Ottumwa Courier Best of Southern Iowa Award.
To feed someone is to care for them, to ensure that what's on their plate sustains them and creates a sustainable future for us all. It's serving them as part of a larger community, feeding their need to grow and answering every hunger with opportunity. Feeding people is a responsibility, a purpose. And there's so much more to it than food. JBS, bringing more to the table.
Hi, I'm Justin Zapital with Joe Zapital Trucking out of Mystic, Iowa. We're currently hiring for our flatbed fleet. We offer competitive pay and benefits. Drive all late model Peterbilt semis and have you home on the weekends. If interested, please contact us at 1-800-336-8107.
We are Nichols Equipment. Wide span of construction equipment located right here in Ottumwa. Family owned and based out of Des Moines, Nichols Equipment specializes in sales and rental of large construction equipment. We also sell attachments, fuel trailers, ag equipment, redneck blinds, along with other miscellaneous equipment. Check out our website at nicholsequip.com and follow the link to see what we can do for you.
The Sassy Sunflower is located at 2465 North Gate, next to Godfrey's Ale House. The Sassy Sunflower is a boutique featuring women's clothing, including plus sizes, jewelry, purses, and handmade floral and board designs. It is also home to Ottumwa Bulldog apparel. The Sassy Sunflower.
Second half is underway. The final game of the men's Indian Hills and the Rough Riders out of Crowder, Neosho, Missouri, leads 1-0 at the 36-30 mark. And it was on a penalty kick. Jack Donlin put it in for Indian Hills. Jack is number 4 there. Closer look at Jack. Form in Manchester. So attended St. Damian's RC Science College. It was March 25th of 2020. And he is Orla. So there's provided by Fellows at the optical shop, where they know that looking good is important parts of your overall health, to bringing you the very best in eye care. Dr. Mark Altfellish. The Altfellish family has been taking care of Selma for a long time.
Physical battle going on the right side of the Looks like there's been some changes made to the back line of Indian Hills. Looks like Valencia has come off the field.
Tough to see the numbers sometimes.
Yeah. Similar change to what they made, though.
That kick goes long, and the Warriors will be able to corral it. Mahias to Jack Donlin. Our Dr. Mark Albright game. The Rough Riders. Pedro Amancio, 14. We see on the near side. Field for go Riders.
Looks like some legs just got tangled up. We had another casualty that made it over the month.
Invest in a net. We got all kinds of grants right into the Legacy Foundation.
Kelly will be pleased.
Grab there by Crumwick. So if you were yourself in the shoes of Jason Bond, the Rough Riders, Coach, what the message?
Well, I mean, defensively, a good job. They just had that one error, penalty. Whether or not he agrees that it was a penalty kick is a different story. It happened, but they have created some shots. They got them. They got to get more of those shots and put that ball in the back of the net. That last, nobody really seemed interested in crashing that goal. Cut it against this Warrior defense. The ball comes in, body's got to go.
Person was last defensive stop, and again, that's a guy that we've called his name all day. Disruptive to the game plan. And hey, I'm guessing he's one of the guys that are really good, and he's certainly a pretty elite player, at least.
Yeah, he's had a good weekend.
Warriors, I think, clearly in our favor in the first half. It seemed like we spent a lot more time on the right side of your screen than we did on the left side. So let's hope that stays true, and we spend time on the left side in this half. Dylan Leuven is our field cameraman. He got some great shots for us in the first half. Stephen Goodwin is up top. I'm Russ W. Oker, and joined by Andy Maw on the call. Community First Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial cooperative owned by over 65,000 members with 21 locations throughout southern and southeast Iowa. Community First Credit Union.
Nice physical battle on the right side. Yeah, the Warriors can't be happy with just one goal, and I don't think one goal is going to do it today. They're going to have to get a second goal because I think Crowder's going to put bodies forward. They're going to try to get a goal. They've had some opportunities. They had some good opportunities, and it'll just be a matter of time before one of those falls.
Long kick up ahead, and it's going to get to Krumchek, the Warrior goalie. Pop up there. Mahias.
Referee allowed the play to continue.
Going to leave it down there for Armancia. Mahias down in the corner. And that's going to go out. Let's see if that's a corner kick for Indian Hills. Warriors had, by my count, 4 corner kicks in the first half. That one's not. It's going to be turnover. It's going to be their possession.
Ball must have been out of play.
Must have been out, yeah. We're going to take a 30-second step aside. We're going to come back right after this.
The Sassy Sunflower is located at 2465 North Gate, next to Godfrey's Ale House. The Sassy Sunflower is a boutique featuring women's clothing, including plus sizes, jewelry, purses, and handmade floral and board designs. It is also home to Ottumwa Bulldog apparel. The Sassy Sunflower, next to Godfrey's Ale House in Ottumwa.
Man, Coach, that graphic looks fire.
Back to the action here. Indian Hills leading 1-0, 36-27 to go in the second half of play. Russ W. Oker, Andy Mall on the call today. Game number 5 of 6 in the Warrior Classic. 3 men's games, 3 women's games.
Another goal kick here for Crowder. Warriors are getting the ball up front, but again, no shots. No shots.
Crowder fell yesterday 3-1 to Johnson County. And Johnson County defeated Indian Hills 4-3 on Friday. So Johnson County, 7 goals on the weekend, Coach. And it was, as we said, they are quick and explosive. Not a whole lot of long offensive sets. They just, again, you feel like you're doing well, and then all of a sudden they're in your on your doorstep, beating down your door.
Yeah, they move the ball very quickly when they get the ball, get it upfield, and their strikers are relentless and are not afraid to get physical, to get on the ball and get a goal. And they got to feel very confident coming out of 2 games with 7 goals. That's a positive sign. You know, I'd be afraid if I came out of this weekend without. It's these goals going to come from, for the rest of the season.
Goalie kick here for Lewis Price. Long boot up ahead. And I believe that was Jack Donlin on the header, and he called a foul on Jack, and so it'll be possession.
I'm not sure I see it
Crowder.
that way, but I felt like he went up for it and the Crowder player backed into him, but it is what it is. I might be a little biased as well. I think Coach Nuss was on my side. I saw his expression.
Bias is in the eyes of the beholder. Yes. I heard Tom Brokaw say that one time when they asked him if they thought the media was biased, and he's, without getting into major discussion about whether it is or isn't it, but he said it's, I believe oftentimes bias is in the eye of the beholder. And I think that in some ways, I like I said, I remember watching the World Series a few years ago, and I watched Game 6 with some fans, some buddies of mine that were Royals fans, and they were all complaining about Joe Buck and how he just wouldn't quit talking about the Royals, and they were tired of hearing him, or about the Giants, and they were tired of hearing him talk about how great the Giants are. And then I watched Game 7 with another buddy of mine who was a Giants fan. I wasn't a fan of either one. He said, if I have to hear Joe Buck brag on the Royals any further, and I thought, well, there you go.
There it is.
Heard from different ears, I guess.
And bad spot to give the ball away.
Jack Donlin going to go long ball up ahead here. Not sure there what Rashawn Davis was doing. I think he must have thought that was going to go out.
Like he was looking to the referee to tell him he was onside.
Okay.
Is what it looked like to me, which you don't usually see too often. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a player have that conversation. Am I onside? I don't know.
Gladi Tormencia now up ahead. Can the Warriors?
Good awareness, to come over and snuff out that attack. And, I don't know if the goalkeeper would have got it. Looks like we're lining up here for a corner kick. Just one player in the box at the goalkeeper.
Header is knocked away by Price.
Great save.
That was a nice header by the Warriors, and maybe an even better save by Price, as we were looking for the corner, the high corner, and couldn't get it in there. But we will get another shot, another corner kick for the Warriors. Warriors crash the net. Kicks comes in. Header is off the pipe.
It's two good chances by the Warriors.
We will retain possession. Verderossi will give it up to Armencia, and he'll throw it into Verderossi. And the Warriors will work backwards here, try to set something up. 31 minutes and counting left in the contest.
Could be a dangerous spot to give up the ball.
Back and forth. Now Krugman has it, and he'll try to get it up the field and see if Crowder can hold possession at all. Davis loses it for a moment. Loose ball. Lucas Gladi has it. Through ball up ahead to Verdercio. Nice move there, but look who's Johnny on the spot. Patterson.
Yeah, he does a very good job of letting the first player have that pressure on the ball and doing his responsibility to cover and step in when he needs to. Little foul there, but the referee said to let the play continue as Crowder has the advantage.
Davis will send it back out, now into the middle. The Warriors will kick it out of there.
Offsides.
Offsides. Now, help me with that one because I didn't see. I mean, it looked like there were plenty of Warriors behind it.
Yeah, the main thing is where was he when the ball was kicked?
Okay.
And it's tough at this angle unless you're right down there, and that's why it's his job to be in line with that, so he gets the best view to make that call. And I will say that our line judges have been very good about keeping up with the play. People don't realize that these referees, they have to be physically fit. They have to run up and down the sideline or in the middle of the field. They've got to be ready to play as well as these athletes out here.
I like their uniforms.
You like the orange?
I like the orange. The high socks, the soccer socks.
Yeah.
I like it. Under 30 minutes now left in the contest, at least regulation. 1-0 Warriors. Going to leave it over here for Armencia, who will kick it back in. A little bit of a errant kick, a lackadaisical kick, and the Warriors will give up possession.
Beat one man, beat two men.
Jack Donlan's just going to get it out of there. You're watching Indian Hills Soccer on Go Hills TV, powered by JBS, bringing more to the table. JBS with starting wages of over $20 an hour. Quinto Tani is going to be called there. .33 is Christian Medrano for the Rough Riders. Number 11 there is Alberto Reblero.
Good defensive effort there. Not letting that ball go through.
And the Warriors will bring it back. See if we can have a nice possession here.
It's looking a little shaky back there.
Armencia to Arturo. And now back to the Warrior backfield. Going to go long ball up ahead and grabbed by Luis Price. One-arm launch. Taken away by Quinto Tani. He's going to try to send it into the box. Verderussi into the middle and derailed, and now they'll boot it out of there.
Nice header to keep possession of the ball.
1-0 Warriors in the second half of action with 26:35 to go on the regulation clock.
Yeah, where the Warriors look good is when they're doing these 1-2 touch passes and keeping that defense adjusting. But when they start dribbling it a bunch, then it seems like they lose all momentum and lose their attack.
Jack Donlan's going to play it back to Cromwick. Cromwick with the long ball up ahead, 50-50 ball. And it's going to roll out, and it's going to be possession Indian Hills. It looks like maybe Valencia is getting set to come back in. Across the way, and he's bringing a few buddies with him, it looks like. Bertarossi will play it back. Donlan will kick it back to Cromwick.
They're getting more balls in the box now. Keeper's very alert though, and he's not letting them get a chance though.
We're in the U.S. Bank broadcast booth with local branches in Atumwa and Centerville. You can bank local with U.S. Bank. For the Warriors, after today, next up we will play in Council Bluffs against Barton. We'll go to the Reaver Classic next weekend. and that is Friday and Saturday. We'll play Barton on Friday and then Trinidad State on Saturday, so we'll get some good action there. Then the Warriors are at home on the 31st. That'll be a box cast. We have volleyball that night. We have a conflict of interest, and so Go Hills has more soccer dates booked than volleyball, and so it will be a volleyball night that night as far as the broadcast goes. Shot, loose ball in front of the net, and no.
Yeah, it's a tough angle on that rebound to kick the ball across your body as you're running the opposite direction of the goal. But another good ball into the box, and good opportunity that was created.
On September 3rd, the Warriors are at Waterloo to take on Hawkeye, and then our next telecast for Indian Hills after today for soccer will be on Tuesday the 6th against Scott here at the Warrior pitch. Jack Donlin comes in to head it up to Verderosi. Armencia and Verderosi playing a little catch. Now the chip into the box, and it's overshot, and Quinto Tani will try to run it down. And that one is grabbed by Price. 23 minutes and counting now left in this contest. 1-0 Warriors on the penalty kick.
Crowder getting bodies forward. Good job slowing them down in the midfield, though.
Patterson with a long kick up ahead. Valencia, who is back on the pitch for the Warriors, got the header on that one.
Yeah, see, when the Warriors move quick, it creates a troubling situation.
But Rossi tried to sneak one through, and they were having none of that. Now Lucas Gladdy with a shot on goal, grabbed there by Luis Price. Well, you look at the shot difference now, and the scoreboard shows 14 for the Warriors and 8 for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, there's more shots being created now for the Warriors. I think Verderosi on that last one was looking for somebody to drop the ball back straight behind him, but didn't look like anybody was there, and so he just resigned himself to taking a shot that wasn't a good shot, but didn't really have much else he could do with it at that point.
Andres Valencia up ahead. Warriors will come up the far side. The breeze continues here up top the hill in the U.S. Bank broadcast booth. Hey, Nichols Equipment is family owned and based out of Des Moines. Nichols Equipment offers a wide span of construction equipment for rent or for sale right here in Ottumwa. They're located at 920 Gateway Drive.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Kento Tani had the ball sent to him. It looked like he kind of jumped to get possession. Not sure what his thought process was on that. Should at least created some opportunity with that ball. I don't know if it took a different bounce than what he anticipated. I'm not sure what was going on there.
$20 minutes, 18 seconds, and ticking away here. Valencia going to play it all the way back to Crumwick, who swings it over here to Jack Donlin. Donlin zips it up the middle of the field. It falls on deaf ears.
Nice little flick in.
Oh, boy. No, we're able to get back, but Krogman thought he might have a shot there. Now Warriors are able to get back, and Krogman sails it high over the net. And the Warriors will have a goalie put in here.
Yeah, if I was the Warriors, I don't want Krogman having the ball and facing the goal. I think he's shown he can create some problems for the Warrior defense, and so you don't want to let him turn with the ball if you can help it.
Donlin up ahead to Armencia. And there's a dangerous pass there to Teixeira.
I just feel like the attack from the Warriors has been much better when they've gone on the right side. They seem to be a lot quicker with their passing on that side. When they attack on the left side, it seems like we just dribble too much and can't create anything with any speed.
Cross the way to Armencia.
Then they're going to make me look bad and score on the left side.
We'd take it. We'd take it. Bertarossi is in deep into the center, and nobody home to get it. Now Teixeira. Boy, that looked like we had opportunity. Somebody must have been out of position because he put that right in front of the net.
Yeah, and there was just nobody there. Everybody was in front of the ball, and then the people who were behind it were way far back.
Donlin will play it back to the goalkeeper, Cromwick. The wind is whipping through here now. Access denied there. Now Bertarossi will try to make a run at it. He'll leave it back out here for what I think was, I thought it was Becker, but he's in under the net. So Teixeira plays it back for Valencia, and he will send it back to Cromwick, who kind of swings it around here to Jack Donlin. Armencia trying to get it up into the middle, but the Rough Riders weren't having it, but the Warriors do maintain possession. And now we're going to have a foul, and it'll go against Indian Hills, and it'll give possession to the Rough Riders.
Yeah, starting to get a little chippy out there. Quick kick from the goalkeeper.
Donlin tracks it down.
Good job of keeping that in play and keeping possession.
Saw for a moment there Mohamed Uchafradi, who had one of our goals the other day. Warriors had 3 goals in the losing effort today. Just the one goal, that was the penalty kick goal by Donlin. 16:38 and counting. Teixeira is in the right spot. Bertarossi back to Teixeira. Located at 2513 Northgate Street in Ottumwa, Godfrey's Ale House has delicious food and great spirits. Into the box and sent back out of there, or attempting to get it out of there, are the Rough Riders. It's a perfect place to go for pre-gaming, watching the game, or after the game. Godfrey's Ale House.
The wife and I went out there last night.
That's good stuff. Big fan of the Ale House.
They were very busy last night. It's always good to see the local business, being that busy. The commitment from the community to support them.
Mencia was a little bit sluggish getting it to Bertarossi, and then that led to a foul on Bertarossi. You can just hear the wind howling as it picks up in its intensity.
You might have to hold on to your laptop. It might blow away.
I might have to go buy a jacket in between games. The sun is being very stubborn about coming out and staying out.
A good, strong tackle there from the Warrior defense.
We're under 15 minutes left to go in this one. Sure be nice to find a way to snag another goal. You'd have to believe an insurance goal would really make it tough on the Rough Riders. Substitution for Indian Hills.
I will say we've seen some improvement from the back line of the Warriors. First half we had at least 2, maybe 3 errant passes that created easy opportunities for Crowder that they weren't able to capitalize on. We haven't seen much of that this half. They've been pretty solid on their passing and been able to keep possession and not give away anything easy.
The Indian Hills Warrior women making their way down for their contest with Illinois Central coming up about 30 minutes at the conclusion of this one.
I will say I like seeing Jack Donlin back in that line. He seems to help shore things up back there. He's a big boy and he's good in the air. Here's an opportunity.
Kino Tante, shot, goal for the Warriors.
That was a good shot. There's a lot of legs in there. We even saw Patterson almost get a toe on that ball. Patterson's still down, but just wasn't able to get on the end of it. Good goal on a tough angle.
Quinto Tani scores for the Warriors with 13:39 to go in the second half, and it makes it 2-0 Indian Hills.
With the way things are going, you hate to say it too early, but that might be the dagger. That might be the one that puts them away. See a lot of hands on the hips, people looking around. Players are tired. They played a 90-minute game yesterday. They've got to be tired.
Yeah, now they know they've got to have a couple of goals to force overtime. They had just the one goal yesterday, and they have yet to score in this one. So 13:39 to go. But one thing, this is an opportunity if you're a Rough Riders head coach, Jason Bond, to really find out what your group is made of.
Yeah.
Because you would expect that he's going to challenge them to not lay down, to put the pressure on and come up with a couple of goals.
Yeah, because even though I said this might be the thing that puts them down, there is time. And if they get a quick goal right away, it might give them the energy they need and the motivation to get a second goal. But I think these next 2 minutes will tell. Free kick for the Rough Riders. I think we'll see Patterson back. I think he's just got a leg cramp going on.
That one is going to get away from the Rough Riders. Kinoshita gave chase, but wasn't quite quick enough. So the Warriors will have the throw in. Donlin is slammed down. That'll be a foul, and he will have the kick here.
At this point, the Warriors don't want to let Crowder get any sort of momentum going. Keep possession. Don't let them think they've got any chance.
The Thomas Funeral Home sends their support to the Indian Hills Warriors, located in Centerville, Corden, Seymour, and Moulton. Their mission has always been simple: offer exceptional service, creating a meaningful and lasting celebration of life. The Thomas Funeral Home. See if the Warriors can just go ahead and put a nail in this thing. No pun intended with the Thomas Funeral Home again.
This will be a card for Crowder, number 2, Oliver Brown. Referee has spoken to him a few times during the second half. I've overheard the conversations even from up here, so it doesn't surprise me that he gave him a yellow card in that situation.
Clock is stopped at the moment at 11:52. The Warriors will have the free kick coming here. The Warrior women won 1-0 over Johnson County on Friday, and then yesterday it was a 2-1 win for Illinois Central over Johnson County.
I haven't figured out that Illinois Central team yet. I'm really looking forward to this second game. I think it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
Kicks it towards the net, and Price has it. So Armencia went for the goal. It was a good kick. He certainly made Price make the play.
Can't be slow. Can't be lazy. You got to be careful. That could have been a yellow card easily as well. And I think that's what the Crowder team's arguing.
Kinoshita plays it back to the goalie Price. He'll go for the long ball, creating the 50-50. And loose on the pitch, and the Warriors going to come away with that one. Now for the Warriors, long possessions. Really make them work.
It's getting really physical out there. It's good play. I like it.
Yeah, as long as it stays within the guidelines and rules of the contest. You have to have rules, otherwise you have chaos, and that just leads to anarchy. And Warriors will play it back. Jack Donlin will swing it over to Andres Valencia.
Yeah, did Jack Donlin start? I don't think he did he?
He did. Yep.
Did he? Okay.
He did. Yep.
I like it when he's back in that back line.
Coming up on the 10-minute mark, Warriors with the 2-0 lead. 1 goal in the first half and 1 now here in the second. Again, the Warriors are at the Reaver Classic next weekend.
Oh, takeaway in a dangerous spot, but couldn't make anything of it. We saw a few good opportunities the first half, I felt, from Crowder, but not really anything too menacing the second half.
No, it feels like they've really had no offensive pressure on us
I think
in the
they've
second
had
half.
2 shots maybe in the second half.
Yeah, I think you may be right on that. We'll plan to have an interview with Coach Kevin Nuss after the contest, get his thoughts on this one. Right now, his Warriors lead 2-0 over the Crowder Rough Riders. Crowder was 5-9-1 last year. Indian Hills was 7-11-2. There's certainly expectations on this Warrior team to be much improved over last year. Quito Tani had a goal a moment ago, then a little stop and go, and now trying to get it in front of the net for his teammates, Armancio. And that one, a little miscommunication there. Tried to get maybe a little too cute with that one. Valencia works it back up ahead, though, for the Warriors.
Yeah, good ball movement right now.
Tani sends it into the box, and it's cleared out of there, but it'll be a corner kick, I believe, then coming for Indian Hills with 7:45 and counting. And as the clock runs, the Warriors will be in no hurry to do much of anything here. Corner will come from the far side. Kick is up in front of the net, headed by Jack Donlin, and it'll go out. And it will be possession in favor of the Crowder Rough Riders.
Geez, you watch Donlin sprint. He's so tall. I think he took like 3 strides. And he got back to midfield.
Well, we'll see if the Rough Riders find some energy, but really right now, Andy, I think that it looks like a team that's just kind of wore out, and they're not putting the pressure on like you would think down 2-0 with 6:20. You just wonder what they have left in the tank.
Yeah, they've spent a lot of time chasing the ball this game, and they've got to be tired.
Crumwick with the long boot up ahead. And the Warriors on the move, and that'll be a whistle and a foul.
And the Warriors aren't going to be okay with just 2 goals. They're going to keep playing and trying to get goals till the end, and you have to this early in the game. This early in the season, they haven't really shown that they've got that goal-scoring prowess, and so they got to find it somehow. And so even though they're winning 2-0, they're going to keep trying to score goals.
Kicked up in front of the net and then headed out of there by Crowder. That was number 5, Rossier.
Not a good cross. Not a good cross.
Coming up on the 5-minute mark here. And obviously if you're a Crowder fan, you're running out of time. They got to step up the intensity and get something going offensively, start moving forward. But the Warriors have really controlled the second half and much of the first half, really. But they did have some golden opportunities, 2 or 3 really good opportunities in the first half. In the second half, we just haven't seen much out of them.
Yeah, the second half it's been pretty well non-existent. But if you're Crowder, I mean, you got to walk away from this knowing, okay, we can create opportunities, but we just got to do better with that last touch. We saw it Friday and today. Oh.
And another goal for the Warriors.
And I'm wondering if that's going to be an own goal.
I don't think so. I think it looked to me like we maybe look at the replay
Let's
again.
Check out that replay. It almost looked like Rossier fell into it.
Bucciafrate, I think, has his second goal of the year. I'm pretty sure that he's the one. He's getting a lot of credit if he didn't. And let's see when we get a chance to see the River Community Credit Union instant replay. I think you'll see him slide in there and put this thing away. There he is. Yep.
Okay.
Bucciafrate gets his second goal of the year, and the Warriors lead is 3-0. And now, Andy, it's just ticking away the last 4:22 because obviously, short of things just collapsing, the Warriors are going to come out on the right side of this thing. But you want to get the shutout too, right? I mean,
yeah, you want to get the shutout.
Your defense and your goalie and.
I mean, there's still a little bit of time. Wouldn't it be bad to get some of these other players who haven't seen any time a chance to get in there and show off their fresh legs? Don't let one of your star players get hurt in the last 4 minutes in a game you've already won. So I don't know if we'll see any of those substitutions come in or not. But wouldn't be one of those things that I would think as a coach you might have in the back of your mind.
Well, for Bucciafrate, that is goal number 2 on the season. Gladi, Bucciafrate, and Pedrosi scored goals in the first match for the Warriors, and now in this one it's Bucciafrate, Tani, and Jack Donlin who come away with goals. As Indian Hills with 3:18 to go leads 3-0 and should be able to put this one in the win column. Let's try to go for the shutout now. We'll have a interview, hopefully, with Coach Nuss, a post-game interview coming up. Hey, Dale and Karen Person are Indian Hills Hall of Famers, and they are an award-winning Ottumwa business at Heinemann Person Heating and Cooling. Stay cool or warm with Heinemann Person Heating and Cooling. 641-682-3922.
Another ball into space. Oh, nice little turn.
yeah, I think that Indian Hills executed a pretty solid game plan today. We made them work, and as it got late, I think they were running out of gas. We've just really had the pressure on them most of the contest.
Yeah.
Tani has a goal in this one. A little stutter and go.
He's been good. He's been pretty solid all day.
Into the center, shot.
Another goal.
Goal for the Warriors, I believe. Did it go in?
Ron Becker on the goal there.
Ron Becker, okay. Well, for a minute I thought it went off to the side, but Becker gets the goal. All right. And it is 4-0 in favor of the Warriors.
I thought it was Ron Becker. Let's see.
Well, we'll take a look at the River Community Credit Union instant replay.
Tani created it. Nice pass right in front of goal. I can't tell from that angle, but I'm pretty sure it was Ron Becker. I'm waiting for the official call.
Ron Becker, gets the goal to minute 42, and now if you're the Rough Riders now, Andy, I think you're just looking to get on the bus. I mean, at this point,
it can be. This is going to be a little demoralizing for them. A 2-0 loss, isn't so bad. 4-0, can play with your mind a little bit.
Well, and now the coach is not going to be pleased with the way you finished.
No, not at all. And I kind of curious. We saw Patterson come off with what I thought was a cramp, but he's not come back on since that happened. So hopefully it's nothing serious. But they're going to miss his presence. They missed his presence,
right?
Since he's come off the field, and hopefully he's going to be back into the lineup for them, as early as their next game, because they're going to need him this season.
We're under a minute left to go. 4-0, Warriors in the lead. Hard-fought contest. We got that goal by Tani with 13:39 left to go in the second half, and then from there it just seemed like the Rough Riders. Well, number one, Patterson went out, didn't come back in, and it's just been all Warriors since then. So I'm sure Coach Nuss, be interested to visit with him in the postgame. He's got to like the way his team just kept the pedal to the metal once they saw blood in the water, and they just went and put this thing away.
Yeah, they look like they're more fit and ready for the season than this Crowder team. But yet again, you can't hold it against Crowder when you just played a game the day before. There seems to be a lot of energy with the Warriors team still this late in the game.
The final second has run off, and this one is in the books. The Warriors will win it 4-0. And we'll grab a quick break, come back, get some final thoughts from Coach Andy Mall right after this.
Life is precious, and so are memories. That is why it is so important to make time for the things that matter most. At the Thomas Funeral Home, we encourage you to celebrate those you love every day. Take time to make that phone call, schedule that lunch, or stop by for a visit. There are many things we can't control, so let's be sure and make the most of the things we can. The Thomas Funeral Home, building a reputation, not resting on one.
I like working at CNC because every day is something new and I got great coworkers to keep it exciting.
Are you looking for a great employment opportunity? If so, check out all that CNC Machining of Centerville has to offer. Like a starting wage of $19.25 an hour and a benefits package that includes health, dental, vision, and short-term disability, plus a 401k plan, 7 paid holidays, and at CNC Machining, you start earning vacation on day one.
I like working at CNC because I like the people here.
Apply online today at www.cc-mach.com. That's cc-mach.com. Or on location at 22233 230th Avenue in the Centerville Industrial Park. The Warriors win at 4-0 over Crowder. Coach Andy Mall, your thoughts on the win for the Warriors?
I think it was a tale of two halves, honestly. The first half, the opportunities that Crowder had, which were good, solid opportunities, they came from errant passes from the defense of the Warriors. The second half, the Warriors cleaned that up and created a lot of opportunities of their own. a lot of the combination play created a lot of good opportunities, a lot of good balls into the center, and they were finally able to capitalize on them. 4 goals in a game. They got to be happy with that.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Stick around, though. We'll have a post-interview, a standalone interview coming up shortly here with Coach Kevin Nuss. For Andy Mall, I'm Russ W. Oker. Warriors win at 4-0. We're powered by JBS. Thanks for watching, everybody.